Hi guys, Adam Thomas, Osteopath Central for the Osteopath Central Sports and Spinal video series to assist your in-home rehabilitation. We've got today the hip release series, which is the Gluteus Medius predominantly, which runs from the top of the hip bone up here down into the hip and primarily responsible for hip abduction, abduction. Now that doesn't sound like much to the common lay person, but what that means is that I don't fall over when I'm walking or I'm balancing on one leg. If that muscle is inefficient, I will drop to the side. And sometimes we have an inefficient one, which means and I'm exaggerating here of course, so you can see, if we have a lateral shift due to inefficiency of function on this side that I'm pointing to, on that side's glute medius, we obviously have a shifting of our center of gravity, loading this knee, this foot, this plantar fascia, this whole system over here is taking more weight than this. And that is often what we see, which it'll either be a plantar fasciitis, a knee injury, a hip soreness, achiness, bursitis, tendonitis, calcifications if it's long term, and or presents as back pain straight up. So we're going to get stuck straight into that glute medius release and straight to the little beast, my favourite, the lacrosse ball, for sale in the clinic for not much. They're brilliant, I use them nearly every day in my own personal life. Now this ball is to be located between the pointy part of your hip and the top part of your pelvic bone. All that is meaty muscle, okay? Now we're going to do this side. We start lying down with the ball next to us. We roll onto that ball, and then using top leg as control and support, top arms, bottom arm on your elbow, and we roll about, and it won't take long to find a real tender point, and you'll know the tender points because your eyebrows will go up or the tone of voice will change. Here it is. And hang out there, rub it, roll it, massage it. It's like you massage cerebrals or osteopath's thumb is in there, just kneading away at that tender point, also known as a trigger point. Now, once you've worked that spot sufficiently to create change, you move on to the very next one. What we're trying to do here is release that muscle and increase its functional capacity so that it can do its job that it's designed to do, support you in your everyday walking about. Now, it doesn't take long to create change, but that has to be done. It has to be done frequently. The frequency and intensity of which your osteopath at Osteopath Central will talk you through when they've sent you this video. Now, that's the basics. It gets a little bit more exciting when you put them in a sequence of a release. Often this one will come in a group release with an ITB or a TFL or some low back muscles or some hamstrings or all the above, including a hip flexor. That is up to your osteopath to decide on your individual condition.